Welcome back to Cosmopulse. In the past week, we've seen everything from ancient black hole jets to invisible ghost clouds in Earth's atmosphere, and even a cosmic comedy show with William Shatner and Neil deGrasse Tyson. We're covering 8 fascinating stories, so hit like, subscribe, and let's dive in. James Webb has done it again. This week, it directly imaged 14 Hercules C, one of the coldest and oldest exoplanets ever seen. Located 60 light-years away in Hercules, 14 Her-C appears in Webb's infrared image as a faint orange dot, thermal glow from its -3 degrees Celsius atmosphere. This gas giant, about 4 billion years old, orbits its star at 1.4 billion miles, 15 times Earth's distance from the Sun. And the planetary system is strange. Its planets orbit at a 40-degree angle, hinting that a third planet was likely ejected in a chaotic past. Imaging such a faint planet is incredibly tough. Using a coronagraph to block starlight, JWST bent the rules of traditional imaging to isolate 14 Her-C. As researcher W. Ballmer put it, "We are now able to add much colder planets to our catalogue. It's a major win for exoplanet science." Using JWST data, scientists identified 83 small galaxies from 800 million years after the Big Bang. Likely culprits behind the epoch of Rhionization, the era when the universe became transparent to light. These tiny galaxies, found in a magnified view through Abell 2744, were undergoing rapid starbursts, emitting ultraviolet radiation strong enough to ionize hydrogen. Despite their size, they likely did the heavy lifting in transforming the universe's foggy early state into a clear one. Dr. Isaac Vold of NASA said, "These small galaxies punch above their weight. With Webb's near-infrared spectrograph, NIR spec, researchers confirmed their age and activity. These dwarf galaxies, though rare today, were common and powerful in the early cosmos." 2 ancient quasars, supermassive black holes from 11.7 billion years ago, are shooting out colossal X-ray jets, seen thanks to Chandra and the Very Large Array. Each jet stretches 300,000 light-years, about 3 times the size of the Milky Way. What's remarkable is that these jets are using the cosmic microwave background, CMB, the afterglow of the Big Bang, to become visible. The jets slam into CMB photons, boosting them into X-ray energy. One jet, from Quasar J 1610 plus 1811, is producing energy equal to 10 trillion suns. Dr. Jaya Maithil called them time capsules from cosmic noon, offering a glimpse into how black holes shaped early galaxies. These jets may have helped regulate star formation and stirred up galactic gas. NASA launched 2 sounding rockets from Kwajalein Atoll as part of Project SEED to study elusive sporadic E-layers, ionized patches that can bounce radio waves unpredictably, disrupting communications and radar. These invisible clouds, found 60 to 90 miles above Earth, formed due to wind shears over mid-latitudes, but they also appear near the magnetic equator, where wind shear models shouldn't apply. SEED aims to find out why. The rockets flew through the layers, releasing tracers and sensors to measure ion density and magnetic fields. With radar support from Altair, scientists timed launches for when a ghost layer was detected. Unlocking this puzzle could improve radio signal forecasting and help safeguard GPS and military systems. Axiom Space's AX-4 mission, featuring 4 private astronauts, was delayed after NASA and Roscosmos found a pressure issue in the ISS's Zvezda module. Originally set to launch June 8th on a SpaceX Crew Dragon, the mission is now postponed indefinitely. Commander Peggy Whitson would have led the flight, joined by astronauts from India, Poland and Hungary. It would have been Poland's and Hungary's first crewed spaceflight in decades. NASA says the leak seems sealed, but more checks are needed. AX-4 was also delayed earlier due to high-altitude winds. While disappointing, the delay prioritizes safety. Once cleared, AX-4 will become the first private ISS flight of 2025. On June 14th, SpaceX reached its 50th Florida launch of 2025, beating last year's pace by nearly a month. The milestone came with a Starlink deployment of 23 second-gen satellites via Falcon 9. Remarkably, 48 of those 50 launches were SpaceX missions. One booster launched for the 12th time, landing again on just read the instructions. With 4,000 plus Starlink satellites now in orbit, SpaceX's cadence is reshaping the launch industry. They also completed a Dragon capsule return, bringing home 6,700 pounds of science gear, spacesuit parts, and a 3D printer from the ISS. While crewed launches like Ax-4 face tighter constraints, SpaceX's reusability is driving a launch revolution that may surpass 100 launches from Florida alone this year. Blue Origin unveiled its 6-person crew for New Shepard's NS-33 flight. The upcoming suborbital mission will carry private citizens on a brief journey to space. Passengers include Ali and Carl Quainer, a husband-wife conservationist duo, Leland Larson, gardener and philanthropist, Freddie Rashigno, Jr., CEO and golfer, Owolabi Salis, Nigerian-born lawyer dedicating the flight to victims of discrimination, Jim Sitkin, retired attorney and adventurer. This marks Blue Origin's 13th human flight and shows how space tourism is diversifying. Launch date to be determined, but West Texas is ready. These passengers will experience weightlessness and see Earth curve from 66 miles up. To end on a lighter note, William Shatner and Neil deGrasse Tyson teamed up for a one-night event in Seattle called The Universe is Absurd. Part comedy, part science, it featured 90 minutes of cosmic banter and playful debates. Shatner, 94, brought the energy of a real space traveler. He flew with Blue Origin in 2021, while Tyson grounded the discussion in science, plus plenty of dad jokes. The two riffed on black holes, warp drives, and the human condition, sparking viral clips across social media. While not a scientific mission, the show captured the public's imagination, blending pop culture with science outreach. Fans are already demanding more shows, or at least a recorded version. What a week! From frozen exoplanets and cosmic dawn revelations to radio messing clouds, record-breaking launches, and live space banter. Space news isn't just rockets and science. It's people, ideas, and the stories that connect us to the stars. Which story stood out to you most? Drop a comment and let us know. Are you fascinated by the ancient Quasar jets? Intrigued by Earth's atmospheric ghosts? Or dreaming of joining a suborbital flight like NS-33? If you enjoyed this roundup, hit like, subscribe, and join us again next week. Until then, stay curious and keep looking up. Clear skies, and we'll see you in the next episode.